Stars, I'm a fool for your love.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Sashoni. Today I'm going to be talking about living expenses in Japan. Okay, so first, let me just say that I live in Yokohama. I've said this many times. I live in Yokohama, so the information that I'll be sharing with you guys will be only based on Yokohama, or should I say a specific area in Yokohama, because Yokohama is very big. So just putting that out there. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to be talking about, of course I wrote this down because I can't remember everything. So rent in Japan it's okay, I would say. So I live in a very old apartment, so my rent is very low in comparison to my other friends who also live in apartments, but they live in a slightly newer type of apartment. On average, the rent figure in Yokohama would be like range from 40,000 yen to like 70,000 yen, based on my figure, my monthly rent and my friends monthly rent. Okay, so it might be more, it might be less, depending on where in Yokohama you live, but right now I know of 40,000 yen to 70,000 yen, which is like 40,000 Jamaican dollars to 70,000 Jamaican dollars, or 400 US dollars to 700 US dollars. Also, when you are getting an apartment in Japan, you have to pay an initial cost. So to move into the apartment, you have to pay like a ridiculous amount of money. So I remember I paid about 160,000 yen, which is like 1,600 US dollars. So the breakdown was, I think it was like a month rent. It was like key money, cleaning money, some ridiculous type of things they charge us for. So if you plan on renting somewhere in Japan, just remember that you have to have money for the initial cost. If I find my document, I'm just gonna list some of the things that was on the contract that I had to pay for. I think they said that I might get back some of the money when I'm leaving, like if I left the apartment in a very good condition, and I might get back some of the money, something like that. I think they said. As it relates to transportation, here you have the train, the bus, the taxi. I mainly take the train or the bus. So to go to work, I take the bus, and that's like 10 minutes ride, and I pay 175 yen for like 10 minutes ride. From my station to Yokohama station, it's 226 yen. If I'm going to like Tokyo, then I'll pay maybe like, it depends where in Tokyo, but I can pay less than 1,000 yen depending on where I'm going and what line I'm taking. Line meaning what train company. Yeah, and also Tokyo is like 1 hour away from where I live. Transportation is very reliable, it's very fast here, but it can be very expensive, especially if you're taking a taxi. I've only ever taken a taxi when I just came to Japan, and once when I was with a friend and we we're trying to find somewhere. So 2 times I've taken a taxi. Okay guys, I'm gonna be introducing you to an app that I use to record my expenses, because I can be a very impulsive spender. So I've started using this app from when I was in Jamaica. The app is called Wallet, WALLET, Wallet. So you can, if you have iPhone or Samsung, Android or iOS, you can download it on your phone, and you pretty much just put in the figures, like whatever your expense and your income is, you can just put them in, and then you'll be able to keep track of what you are spending or what income is coming in. So that's what I've used, so that I can give you accurate information. Anyway, so I touched on rent is between 40,000 yen to 70,000 yen For gas, I'm gonna give you the figure for the last 3 months. February I paid $3,413 on gas. March, 3,529. April, 3,283 for gas bill. For water bill here, you get a bill every other month. You get a bill, and for February and April, it was 3,066 yen. Health insurance. My health insurance is 1,200 yen. I heard that it's gonna increase each year. So hopefully I leave Japan before it gets very, very high. But anyways, pension. Some people pay pension here. Pension is very, 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 very high. Like 20,000 yen, 25,000 yen, 30,000 yen. But I personally don't pay pension because I don't plan on retiring here. So I'm not gonna give you my money, especially because of the fact that I won't be able to get it back, or even if I try to get it back, I won't get back the full amount. So hell no. Alright, and also electricity. So this thing is what got me upset. So I was paying like 4,000, 6,000, and then in December, January, my bill just skyrocketed. I got this bill in February for 12,598 yen. 12,000. No, I live in a very small apartment. I live alone, so how could I use 12,000 worth of electricity? But anyway, so I paid it, and the next month I tried to cut back on everything. It was very, very cold, but I tried to use the heater less. So in March I paid 9,502 yen. In April it was 8,535 yen, and in May I got my bill for me. My bill is 4,000 yen. So it's going down. I hope it continues to go down, because like it's ridiculous. I live alone. I'm hardly home. How could I be using so much electricity? So let me talk about internet here. I have internet at home, and I also have internet on my cell phone. At home I pay 6,000, a little less than 6,000 yen, because I have a bundle deal. So if I took the internet and a landline, I got to pay a much less figure than if I only got the internet. So of course I took the deal, because I know for one I will not be using the house phone. So I just took it so that I could pay a much cheaper figure each month. So that figure is about 5,800, I think. But if I only took the internet by itself, then I would have paid 6,000 yen per month plus tax. Yeah, so as it relates to internet on my phone now, I pay, and this is deducted through my salary, because I took a phone through my company. So I have an iPhone 8. That's what I'm recording on right now. So I pay about 8,000 yen per month for the iPhone, and also for calls and for internet. I think I get 20 is it megabytes per month, but it's never like I use my phone all the time. I watch YouTube when I'm out on the road. I do everything with my phone, and I've never the megabytes have never run out. So I think it's a pretty good deal. Like I get the iPhone, I get to make calls. I don't think I can make international calls though, but there's WhatsApp and Line and all of that for the international calls. So I don't mind. I don't miss that. And yeah, so like internet here, it's pretty good. Like it's pretty fast. So at home I can connect, I think, up to 5 devices. and I have like 4G and 3G, two different internet speed at home, and my phone is 4G, and I have a popular carrier called SoftBank for my phone. And depending on where you are, sometimes you're automatically connected to their network. So when I'm at the station, I notice that sometimes I'm connected to Wi-Fi, and I think the Wi-Fi would be the internet company that I use for my phone. So yeah, like it works out. Like I don't have any regrets paying that amount per month, which it's a bit expensive for it. 8,000, which is like $80. I'm not used to paying so much money for phone bill, but you know, I think it's worth it, because like I would think that my internet on my phone is unlimited, because I've never had an issue of it running out. But anyways, moving on. So food, let me just touch on food. Groceries. So when I go to the grocery store, depending on the amount of food that I have at home, I can spend anywhere from maybe 2,000 to 5,000 yen. So what I usually do is I go to the supermarket every other week, because I don't really like to go to the supermarket, to be honest. Like it's like 10 minutes walk from my apartment, and then I have to be walking with all these bags, and I just hate it. So I try to go every other week. I actually need to go to the supermarket today, which I'm gonna go soon. But anyway, so on average I spend maybe like 3,000 at the supermarket every other week. Yeah, fast food. So I have KFC and McDonald's near to where I live. I don't like McDonald's, so I mainly eat at KFC, and usually I spend like 690 yen depending on what I'm purchasing. So like a sandwich combo is like 680. For a 2-piece chicken combo it's 690 yen. So I think that's very reasonable. McDonald's is much cheaper than KFC, and Wendy's is much more expensive than the two. But there's no Wendy's near to where I live, so I can't eat Wendy's. And Wendy's is actually my favorite of the three. Okay, entertainment in Japan now. Like entertainment is so broad. Like let me see. So you can of course go to places where it's free to enter, so like the park, you know, like you're sightseeing different buildings. If you're going shopping, I can just give you some examples of things that I have paid for. So when I went to the zoo, I paid 500 yen. When I went to, well, the gardens, Satayama Gardens, it was free to go in. Where else did I go? Where else have I been? I can't remember. Cup Noodle Museum is, I think, is 500 yen. I think I plan on going there pretty soon. Where else? Yeah, so pretty much most entry fee here is not that expensive. It's pretty affordable for you to travel around Japan, go to different places. You just need to have like your transportation money. As it relates to like going to restaurants, it all depends on the type of food that you want to buy, because you can get a meal for like 700 yen, you can get a meal for 2,000 yen. It all depends on your taste, what you like. Generally when I go out to eat, I pay maybe less than 2,000 yen, which would include like a full meal, like a main course meal and maybe a drink, because I don't find the typical restaurants here to be that expensive, to be honest. So I don't mind eating out, but I don't eat out as often though. I mainly cook. But when I buy groceries, it's mainly for cooking. So I cook and carry lunch to school, to work every day, because if I don't carry lunch to work, then I have to eat ramen, like a cup noodle, or the origiri which is like the triangle rice thing that sells at the convenience store, which I don't really want to eat. So that's the only two options that I have whenever I don't carry lunch. So I have to cook, and I only cook like once or twice per week, which is like on the weekends. And of course I make breakfast every single morning because I have to eat breakfast, or that's just it for me for the entire day. Yeah, I think I've covered everything that I wanted to cover. Rent, transportation, utility bills, food, entertainment. Yeah, I've covered everything. I don't think Yokohama is a very expensive place to live in comparison to Tokyo, because of course Tokyo rent, things in Tokyo might be more expensive because it's Tokyo, you know. And of course other places might be much cheaper than Yokohama because Yokohama is like second to Tokyo. Anyways guys, so I think that's about it for this video. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.